All right, guys, welcome to another episode of Expert Expats. What a match! What a test series of the millennium, guys. This was an emphatic finish. I had no expectations, zero expectations. Till the end, I was saying, like, no, we can lose anytime. But we won with 6 runs and 2-2 the series. It doesn't feel like we have drawn this series. It feels like we have won this series. But anyways, the result doesn't matter because anyways we end up in higher ranking than England in the Test Championship because they lost 2 points due to the over rate. So in a way it feels like a victory to me, plus the inexperienced people that we chose to go with, which we anyways didn't have many choice. So also I thought that maybe there are many things that we thought we'll discuss that later. But guys, कैसा लग रहा है सबको? आज हमारे पैनल में नए गेस्ट भी है धीरज, तो हम उनसे स्टार्ट करते हैं कि धीरज जी, कैसा लगा आपको ये टेस्ट देख के? आपके ऑनेस्ट रिएक्शंस.
Oh, it's a fantastic game. So जब morning में मैंने देखना चालू किया था, so I was not hopefulness. Let it be because of runs ज़्यादा नहीं थे. 35 runs बनाने थे, and the heavy roller use करने वाले थे on the morning. So expectation ये था कि पिच इतना मदद नहीं करेगा बॉलर्स को, so it will be a flat wickets. and जैसे प्रसिद्ध कृष्णा के पहली ओवर में 2 बाउंड्रीज चले गए थे, so it looks like it's a straight win for the England. But हुआ ये कि सिराज का जादू चल गया. वो बंदा ऐसा था कि the ball starts swinging. जेमी स्मिथ ने एक्चुअली जो बॉल छोड़ सकता था वो खेलने को गया जेमी स्मिथ, एंड देन वो आउट हो गया, एंड देन इट्स ओपन द डोर फॉर द इंडिया. एंड आई थिंक आफ्टर दैट it's all the way all the players are played. And especially we need to congratulate our team management. The field placement बहुत सही था. Specifically third man में fine third man रखा हुआ था, so it saves the boundary. and tactics बहुत अच्छे थे. fifth line से bowling कर रहे थे सब लोग, so that is also very well thought by our management.
Maybe
and
Shubman Gill
all
took most of the like good decisions at the final session of the series. Like that was more important. उसके कैप्टनसी पे बहुत सवाल आ रहे थे, तो भी हम मतलब in a way he turned out to be a decent captain
Yes, yes.
for
So I
Test.
think
So
it's overall good performance by the team, by the captain, and by the cricket management, our whole management team. I think that's my view.
yeah. So yeah, this was like crazy. I never expected. Like कल तो मैं रात को सो गया था, उतना देखा भी नहीं था मैंने कल मैच. बट मुझे लगा कि ऑब्वियसली जीत ही जाएंगे बिकॉज एनीवेज अगर कल मैच हो जाता तो स्टिल थोड़ा टाइम 25 मिनट थे, बट दे स्टिल डिडंट लेट द प्लेयर्स प्ले. आई डोंट नो व्हाट वाज गोइंग ऑन. सो एनीवेज इट अंत भला तो सब भला. But I think 30 odd runs would be chased with 4 wickets in hand. I think Siraj and Prashid Krishna bowled really well, especially Siraj. And yeah, let's go to others as well. Harsh, tell me, what do you feel over the test?
So yeah, overall, like if you're talking just about the test right now,
This test.
just
Then
about
we'll
this
come
one
to
right now,
series as
not
well.
about series in general. So yeah, less people expecting that we are gonna make it right now, and especially how we started in the morning. I think I don't see how we started with 35 and went to 27 directly. Like I don't think we played with 35 runs and 4 wicket needed. We started with 27 runs, 4 wicket needed. But yeah, I think we have just missed it by barest of margins. How will I say it for England? The drop catch by for Harry Brook, then the drop catch by Akashdeep, and similar ones. The single, the buys by that. I know we won it. I'm all good. I'm also optimistic. But my God, we had given it up like anything. We had given most of the chances to them that they could have come back and won this anytime. But yeah, overall happy for it.
Yeah, Abhishek, your thoughts? I know we were discussing yesterday a lot, but then today something unexpected happened, which
Yeah. I lost hope after those two boundaries. I mean, like, I was talking to my friend yesterday, and I was talking to them that they know that there is a new ball coming after 3 overs, and they will try to finish that in those 3 overs
hmm,
only, and that's what it looked like. And Prasid giving those short balls, I thought, okay, game over. But I somehow had that feeling after the next over that since the ball is doing a bit, they won't take a new ball. So yeah, and then that's what happened. And yeah, it was miraculous, man. I mean, 4 wickets, and that too, Vokes was not very uncomfortable taking singles. I mean, of course, he if he came to face the ball, then it would have been his wicket would be on first or second ball, I think. But then the good thing that happened with India is that he stayed not out till the end. So there is no moral victory for English cricketers in this. So that's what I was just thinking. But yeah, overall, it goes again. To the level, I won't say Gaba. Gaba is the epitome of everything. But overall, the series would be somewhere between uh, the Gaba series and maybe the previous two that we did in England. So it's better than that because we came from back. In the previous tour, we were 2-1 leading and we did 2-2. So this was even better feeling with a new team, of course. So yeah,
yeah,
that's how I feel about the
like
match.
kudos to Chris Wokes as well, because to
Yeah,
come and
yeah,
just
true.
run like there was one instance when they ran 2 runs,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that is very difficult to just go on the other side and then put your bat and then come back. So
yeah,
that's
exactly.
very difficult. And I
Yeah,
think still Atkinson, when he hit the six, I was like, okay, obviously he can bat. We know that he has scored hundreds and
essentially.
a lot of
Yeah,
runs in domestic cricket. But again, it's a high pressure match, and first time you're facing India, and first time you're facing all the Indian fast bowlers, so it's very difficult. Uh, I think a catch was dropped as well in the
yeah.
deep, which went to six, and the KL Rahul catch was also very close. It could have been taken or not, but yeah, I mean, sure. Let's go to Shoaib. Shoaib, बताइए. कल तक तो हमें लग रहा था कि इंडिया गई 3-1 का, शोएब का प्रिडिक्शन हो जाएगा सच, बट नहीं हुआ. 2-2 हो गया.
No, I think it was a really amazing match. And overall, see, if we look at the two matches England won that time also, like it wasn't very easy for them. Like
Mm,
they chased 300 plus, so that's why we thought like it's easy thing. But 350 plus is always gonna be tough. And we have seen like when India chased, I think 180 odd in the third test, it wasn't they weren't able to do it. So I think overall, what I liked today was the kind of and throughout this test match was that the bowling attack. So in the second test, we actually outbatted them, gave them 600 around target, and it was very difficult. But
mm,
this time, it was mostly the bowlers which took us in the game. After first inning, also we saw like it was very easy for them to take the lead, but then we went on for means England went for a collapse, and then today also. So yeah, I think 35 runs needed and 4 wicket. Ball is always on their court. It was their match to lose. But yeah, I think if we look at the bowling we did, it was really amazing. Like it wasn't kind of, I think apart from Jamie Smith, all the wickets are like bowled and LBW, and we actually means our bowler did really well there. So yeah, overall fantastic victory, and I think is going to give a lot of confidence to this young team and the coach.
yeah, I was just looking at Siraj's stats, and he bowled like 185 overs, which is crazy. 5 matches, almost 200 overs, like, and took 23 wickets. That is very I mean, we see him under the shadow of Bumrah a lot most of the times, but when Bumrah is not there, again we proved it. Like without Bumrah, we can win. So I don't know what's happening. If Bumrah is playing, our luck is not working. And plus, the main thing I wanted to talk about was we lost all the 5 tosses. So we
Yes.
played all matches on the terms of English people deciding what to do first. So yeah, they dictated. It was like in chess, if you take black for 5 games and you are still like drawing all the matches. So in a way, it's like you have a disadvantage if you lose toss, especially in England because of the conditions. But again, India somehow managed to adapt to it, and this result could have gone easily against India, but somehow we were there in the team. We were there in the match always, and both sides came in and out always. So very close series, and I'm really glad that we won. Or else I don't know, I would have not gone to work tomorrow or something. So at
Uh,
least we have purpose again in life. So धीरज जी, हमें आप हमारे यहाँ पे बॉलर है पहले तो, आप भी, और बहुत अच्छा
yes.
बढ़िया बॉलिंग डालते हैं, हमने देखा, हमने फेस किया है, पूरे मिडन मिडन भी निकाले हैं आपने। तो आपको क्या लगता है कि बॉलर्स इस सीरीज़ में इंडिया के कैसा प्रदर्शन रहा है, और फिर क्या लग रहा है कि इंडिया की बॉलिंग अटैक ये वाली बेस्ट है, या फिर और भी कुछ बॉलर्स आ सकते हैं डोमेस्टिक क्रिकेट से, या फिर कैसा लगता है आपको बॉलिंग परफॉर्मेंस दिस सीरीज?
Look, miss, in Test cricket, there's a one thing. If you want to win a Test, you have to take the 20 wickets.
या
So Test are win by the bowlers. So you have to have. But there's one thing that probably people are not talking just because we won this Test match, this last Test match, is the team selection of the cricket Indian team. This pitch was going to support the fast bowlers,
या
and everybody knew that. And if you see the England team, they went with the 4 premium fast bowler. However, if you see the India team, we prefer to have a one batsman. So we went in this Test match as a defensive mindset with the only 3 premium uh, fast bowler. So right now the team management says, okay, look at the Washington Sundar. He got those runs, and those turns out to be crucial at the end. But at the end of the day, if you see, if we have a 4 premium fast bowler, it it was a leverage over the English team, is because the 4 premium fast bowlers are they were actually going to do miracle in the last Test match. So that is the one thing that probably India missed in last Test, that we should go with, and we missed to one fast bowler. That is the one thing. Apart from the bowling, what we seen this whole Test series is we actually lack one good quality fast bowler.
या
Whether it's Kamboj is not up to that level, so we have to admit that. He has to increase his pace and the variety, especially if he wants to play for India, because the Test matches that will happen in India, they're mostly Siraj and Bumrah. This only 1 or 2 fast bowlers are going to play in India. And if you want to play overseas, then you have to have that speed, whether it's in Australia or whether it's South Africa or whether it is in England. And I think that combos is missing. I don't know. The Shami is the current Indian management is probably not looking at the Shami
या
as the future test in the future of the Test cricket. So they might be looking for a next fast bowler from domestic. Akashchopra is doing really good, but I don't know. This Yadav was promising, but again, not match fit, not able to. He was not able to bowl for like Siraj bowled 180 plus overs. So this fitness probably is lacking because of the T20. I don't know, but currently the fast bowling is the concern, especially if we are going to play in the Sena countries on the fast wickets. But if you talk about the in India, we are quite sorted. Like Washington Sundar is going to play in India. The Jadeja is going to play for India. In if the tests are in India, the Kuldeep will come in the picture. So that is sorted out, and then there will be two fast bowlers. So we currently have four fast bowlers like Shami, sorry, not Shami, Prasidh Krishna, then
Akashdeep.
Bumrah, Siraj, and Akashdeep. So this fast bowling lineup is sorted, but we still lack one premium fast bowler, which is a backup for India, and that we have to search for it. So overall, the performance is good. We won the matches because of our bowling, but we have to find out that one premium fast bowler somewhere.
Yeah, because when the team was announced for the last match, and I was like, three bowlers, seriously, because there is no help for spinners in this pitch, green pitch, and they waited for Bumrah to. In a way, they somehow manipulated our team as well, because we declared from beginning that Bumrah will play only three matches, and then they just waited for Bumrah to rest the last match, and then they prepared a green pitch. So it was in a way England was playing with us all the time. But yeah, I mean, I was like, we were a bowler short. Three bowlers is not enough, because you have to take 20 wickets, and bowlers will get tired, which they were getting tired yesterday as well. But today maybe they came with the fresh legs, and the pace was like up to the mark of their standards in the morning. So in a way, somehow whatever happens for good. But I really think team management missed a trick, because they didn't have any option anyways. Everyone was injured or not available. So yeah, I mean, sure, we can look at these smaller mistakes later, but three pace bowlers, and three of them bowled their hearts out to win us this tournament. Sorry, draw it. So yeah, Harsh, tell me about the man of the series selection. According to you, who should have been the man of the series, and who were given? Because according to me, I thought like Ben Stokes would have been given from their side, and sure, I agree with the batting. They went with batters for India. In the both cases, they went for the batters. So Brook and our captain. So what do you think, Harsh? Who could have been the man of the series?
Yeah. So first of all, I wanted to know who came up with this bad idea of having two man of the series. Like, if someone went through with that ceremony, I was first time confused. What's going on? Like, they were basically declaring England's man of the series and India's man of the series. I was like, this never happened. Like, you have a man of the
No,
series.
no, 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 no,
And
no.
the
You
It
coach,
can't
always happens.
the
It
opponent
always
coach
happens.
decides
yeah,
who
opponent
gets
court
one.
deciding this. This looked like a consolation prize. I know it went down to 2-2. It might be tough to decide. Like, still, we know there might have been answers, but we just put on the little on the side of stats, maybe that we miss sometimes here and there. I think, yeah, that's definitely, I understand with a 750 runs thing, Gill might take this thing. But at the same time, if you look at Ben Stokes, at that with the number of overs he bowled, still being in the top 10 of the batsmen. I know there's so many batsmen who played, but still being in top 8th or 7th, I think highest, because it was run fest for a lot of players from his side also and from our side also. Still being third in the bowling also. So I think it could have been Ben Stokes. Even if the second option came up, I think it was still Joe Root with 537.
Yeah,
Even if we are just talking about runs,
because he
like,
played
I'm not even
important
counting.
innings.
Yeah, I'm not even counting the bowling stats, because if someone remembers a man of the series getting hit by two centurions, so that kind of a bowler, I know that was a fun instance there. But Joe Root would have taken it any day, I think,
Hmm.
the way how Joe Root was playing. So maybe a tactical move, just again some brain fed moment that they want to share with England, that we won't give it to Stokes, we won't give it to Root, we give it to Harry Brook. I don't see a lot of reasoning there.
Yeah.
Look like a foolish step to have two man of the series. It should have gone to either Ben Stokes if they wanted to be so lenient as a captain side, or it should have been definitely going to this guy.
But that's how Gambhir thinks now. So
Yeah,
we know.
was a little different. I just also had one more point. Maybe while you were talking there, Dhiraj. Sometimes I just like the stats a little more. I know, as when we talk about the bowlers, like three paces is always good, four paces is always good and all. But if you look at the stats right now, actually Bashir took more wickets than others. I know there might be, like, you might say he got tail enders, he might got wicket here and there. But actually, if you look at it, Bashir actually got 11 wickets as compared to someone like Braden Cars,
10
who nearly played
wickets,
most
three
of the games,
match.
and Braden Cars got only 9. So it is still possible. I don't think why we always lack this kind of like I actually on this moment, like why we lack this kind of guts to say that no, we'll play Kuldeep. We go hell with one of the batsmen. It's okay, but we'll play with one of the bowlers who can get you a wicket. I know Arshdeep couldn't make his debut, but this could have been done. It's not like that they didn't try. They also had a like a spinner for all the times. We need to get over this thought that because we have Jadeja in the team, that means a spinner is sorted. That means you can't play a proper spinner. You will have to play a like an all rounder like Washi, who
Yeah,
doesn't
but
even get to bowl. It feels like a confusing state always for me.
maybe not this test. Maybe fourth test he could have played, and then we could have actually won the fourth test if Kuldeep played, because
Yeah,
that pitch was a bit turning here and there. So yeah, I mean, look at Josh Tung. Like he just played 3 matches and took 19 wickets with the
19
second
wickets.
highest wickets. So he feels like a like English Bumrah to me. Like you never know the ball where it's coming from. He can go here and there, but then most of his deliveries are accurate. Uh, so he was
There's one point
good.
with the Harsh, with the Brandon Cast. Brandon Cast comes with the batting ability, and he actually impacted the last test also with the batting and the previous test. So that is the capability of the Brandon. With the Bashir, look, the Dawson didn't play this fifth test. So I was specifically talking about the fifth test because the pitch was green. We didn't use our spinner,
Hmm.
the roots or they didn't use their part-time spinner as well on this pitch. So
Yeah,
this pitch suits for the four bowler, and frankly
yeah,
speaking, we were defensive for this. We said, okay, we will go with the one batsman, and that's
Hmm.
the case. Miss, it's we won it, so now nobody is going to put the finger on this team selection. But I see a problem over there,
yeah.
not choosing a fourth uh,
Yeah.
steamer for this.
Isn't it something that's wrong with the management? Like in the same test, like where Pant was injured in the fourth one, that's the same test when, if everyone remembers, Arshdeep was also injured with his webbing and everything. We got a replacement keeper like Jagdishan from India. We couldn't get a pacer. Like
Yeah.
Arshdeep is still out after fourth match. Also, he was out for fifth match. Even if we wanted to have an option, I think the only two option we had, if Bumrah was already out, was Anshul Kamboj and Shardul,
Shadul
and that
Thakur.
didn't make sense.
And even though if we wanted to call someone, who would have been called? We have no one in India. There is
Yeah, I
no.
think see one thing we all are if we all see like the major improvement we saw in this series after the first test was the collapse India had in the first test when they were like 400 uh, 467 and then 0 0 0 0 same way like in the second inning as well. So I think the impact which Washington had uh, in those saving those collapses and increasing the tail of reducing the tail of India. I think that's more important than see if we are thinking that Kuldeep could have got 4 wicket, 5 wicket hauls. Washington did get those many wicket like in one of the match,
Hmm.
and obviously Kuldeep is a better bowler, but we have to understand the situation. We had WTC final and we lost because we were adamant to play Ashwin. These are different conditions. These are different pitches. Um, no matter how quality bowler you are on these pitches when they started baseball, even Anderson said like Ashes is over for me if they are going to make the same pitches. So um, I think what the management did, understanding the situation, if we have the result of 2-2, I think they did their best, especially when nobody actually considered them, and the batsmen themselves had a lot to prove. They were up against a very difficult team in their backyard, and a lot of these batsmen didn't have much experience. But if you look at even Jurel's innings,
Hmm.
look at Akashdeep's attempt in the batting and in the second test with the bowling. So I think overall everybody learned and grew. And obviously there are many things to learn about, but I don't think that the decision to not play Kuldeep is one of the big thing which we missed as a trick. And also as a fourth bowler, I think if Akashdeep actually can consistently do this 50-50 kind of thing, then maybe there is a scope. Otherwise, it's very difficult to have four bowlers who can't bat.
Hmm. Yeah, we need the fast bowling, not all rounders, but like at least they can hold a bat. They can at least rotate the strike and give the strike to the main batter. But yeah, Abhishek, what you were saying? You're saying something.
Yeah. I was saying that it's not this time. It's a norm in England. You always get two player of series. Your coach chooses from the opposite team, and their coach chooses from your team.
Yeah.
It's always have been. I remember 2011 when Rahul Dravid and Stuart Broad were. Last time it was Jesse and I think Anderson or someone. Bairstow,
Ah,
because he hit that 100 in the 2022 which was, so it's always too. But yeah, it was mindless to give it to Brooks. I think Gambhir would have thought that he took some 10, 11 catches, maybe that's why he deserves it. But those catches were just dollies, so I don't agree with it. It should have been Root or maybe Stokes, but yeah, I threw those two. uh, Apart from that, I agree with Dhiraj to some extent, to actually a greater extent, that we should have been playing four bowlers. Whenever we go to Sena, we should be having as much, at least four bowlers. So what we should look at, we should look at what is our pace line. We should have four bowlers match ready and two bowlers ready who can fill in for those two bowlers, and then maybe play each bowler four tests or somehow like that. Like for example, comparing Siraj and Bumrah. Bumrah is someone who doesn't need time to get into rhythm. He's in rhythm from ball one. Siraj is very much like Ishant. He needs a bit of time to get into rhythm. So sometimes he needs three tests, four tests. So you will see, even if you see in last VGT, he got in form very much into Sydney test and the second last, which I was thinking MCG test. So he takes time to get into rhythm, and Bumrah doesn't. So, but having said that, I don't think we should take lightly that there could be any time that Siraj can break down, because just because he can 200 overs doesn't mean we can keep milking him. So I think the only concern, I don't think there will be any flack on Gambhir as of yet, but I think what the BCCI may not agree with him, his style of coaching in Test cricket, which is a bit very much usual in white ball, where you fill up with all rounders. And even when he picked two spinners, I think they just bowled 10 or 12 overs, right? And uh, in the end, Akashdeep was almost not very effective. It was, we were just playing with Prasid and Siraj. It We were lucky that it was Siraj's stay, and even more lucky that Prasid also got some rhythm. So I would say that they will go ahead with this coaching tenure, just that they will give him some rap on knuckles that, you need to change this style of coaching, or we may need to bring in Lakshman or someone as a
yeah,
red ball coach and you can be white ball coach. I think
because
that's happening regardless of the test draw that we did.
yeah, even I thought like even after this draw, I don't feel like Gambhir is the right coach because there were a lot of blunders that were made in the press conference. He said like all the bowlers are fit, and they
Yeah,
weren't. So
yeah.
it's okay. You can say whatever you want in press conference, but then also
Exactly.
prepare yourself,
Yeah.
prepare the team
And
for it.
and don't forget, we won just by 6 runs. England literally gave us on a platter. The match
Yeah,
was theirs. It was theirs to lose. And if the result was 3-1, then oh my God, Twitter will be filled with Gambhir haters and
Gambhir,
whoever you called.
and
Yeah.
I
I think
think
So I
another
think,
blunder there was actually mentioning the number of matches. I never saw like I see it with England, they declare the squad beforehand, but us declaring for one person specifically that he's
yeah.
going to play three matches.
mm,
I don't know whose decision was that in particular.
no,
Also,
it was
this
because of the captaincy thing that Shubman Gill should
they
be
could
the
have said that
captain.
he'll play less number of matches.
Yeah.
Or less could have been any number. That could have been two. That could have been four. You can still keep the person
Yeah,
guessing.
I
What's
think
so special about naming them three?
The
we should
interesting
have this classes for team management to how to speak to in
Yeah.
press or press
True,
conference.
true.
So
Media managers. Yeah.
Yeah.
the,
media management.
the interesting facts is the Brain Stoke was a man of the match for I think for his bowling and the batting.
Yeah.
One time he gave it to Jadeja, and then the second time he got it, and he is not the man of the series. So the forget about the runs or the wicket, but uh, he actually has a huge impact on the game by his leadership as well as his batting and the bowling.
Yeah,
So if you specifically see from the England side, I believe the best candidate or the best person to get the man of the series is Ben Stokes, was Ben Stokes, but somehow Gambhir missed it. I don't know why.
Yeah, even Ben Stokes like bowled so many overs, like
19,
140
19 wickets.
overs, 140 overs for
Yeah.
him, and
I also got an
17
answer for
wickets.
you,
Like,
Dhiraj.
Gambhir thought, like, you have to play all 5 matches, then only you are eligible for man of the series. So
Then
Um,
Siraj would have got it.
no, I don't think so. I think it just impact how you impact your how
No,
is
no,
your performance
this,
impact on the winning. That's the matter. So if you
I,
make
I want to
100 runs
skill
and
you.
if your team is not winning, doesn't matter.
Yeah, and talking about the people who made impact, Ravindra Jadeja made 516 runs with average of 86. No one is even near to that average. The second best average is Shubman Gill 75, and then Joe Root 67. So Jadeja batted so well, and most of the times, I think 3 times at least, he helped us to save the test match, or even one we lost. But then again, he was there handling the pressure in the middle order, because we didn't have a proper middle order batsman. Everyone batted and they didn't do well. Only our openers did well. Uh, so we wanted that experience in the middle order, and in this series, the batter Ravindra Jadeja has came out. Sure, he has been batting one or two games here and there, building centuries and 50s. But in this series, he consistently batted really well, and bowling. Obviously, we know that doesn't support spinners, even though 7 wickets is all right. But
Yeah.
the
But still, I
runs,
would say Jadeja
very
has
important.
underwhelmed a little bit in the bowling department. Little bit. We wanted a bit more from him. I mean, he overwhelmed in the batting, of course,
Hmm.
but we needed his bowling to do some tricks in Manchester Test. Maybe a bit here, a wicket here and there could have changed the game.
Yeah, but
But
it was
overall, good
difficult
performance.
quite. Yeah, but
yeah,
Also,
at
that
number
average also
Jadeja,
comes
six,
with a lot of not outs actually. I saw that one also.
Yeah.
He has the maximum not outs. He has
yeah,
4 not outs basically there. A lot of time he was strangled alone. So yeah, that
Mm.
average, even that the best score
That's right.
107, that
Yeah.
adds to the average. So his average I think with 86, like it looks like he's the best batsman outside the whole in the whole series.
In first four tests in the second innings, he was not out.
yeah. This was the first test that England managed
He
to
got
get
it.
him out in
Yeah.
second innings.
Yeah.
So, and that too, he
but
just gave
actually,
away his wicket. Like he
Yeah.
just ball was already
the,
left. He just nicked it.
there is one more question about our middle order. Now, the Karun, I don't know what is the future for the Karun Nair with this current team. Uh, I certainly feel Sai Sudarshan has to play uh, domestic test leagues
Yeah.
before he comes to the international level. So that temperament is missing, the shot selection is missing. So he has to again go and play the domestic, because you cannot choose a test player depending upon the performance of the IPL. So I don't know.
Yeah.
So this middle order question is there. So Jadeja actually helped management to just
Mm.
so they are
Hmm.
not now answerable for the middle order. If
Yeah, and
Jadeja didn't bat, then there are a lot of questions actually about the middle order.
yeah, because first test I think he batted 8 or 7, 8. I think he batted 8, and then Nkr was batting 7, and once Nkr also came at 8. So I think we were more dependent on NKR, and uh, I think there was no one else in middle order. So yeah, this test was mostly the players saving the team management, rather than team management who has to take some responsibility to save the players. But yeah, it is good, but fine. I don't see Karun Nair coming in Indian test matches. Maybe Sarfaraz would be given a chance. I feel like he deserves one, in at least in
Yeah.
home
Yeah.
conditions.
The only case in which Karun can get a chance would be if someone is hurt or two players are not playing because of any issue. Then only they will give him West Indies or the South Africa home
Yeah,
tour, and that would be his last if he doesn't perform in that.
yeah, but
I doubt actually, to be very honest, on this one with Karun Nair. Like just to put it up again with a stats format on this one, Akashdeep with 150 basically right now is averaging around 2022. Wherein Karun Nair playing like a middle order person with 4+ innings, he is averaging 25.
Yeah.
So this actually is like a tarnish that like if someone is having a 2022 average as a bowler, like you could better play another bowler and do the same thing as Karun Nair, which is not far away. Actually, Shardul Thakur and others did bad. Like if you look at Thakur and all, they have an average of 15 and 11. Like comparing to
Yeah,
them,
yeah,
then you see, oh, okay, Karun Nair was a batsman and
yeah.
England sets. But with 150 only, I think with Karun Nair, it's done and dusted format. I don't think he's gonna get another chance at
Maybe
all.
Shreyas Iyer can come in.
Shreyas Iyer and Sarfaraz Khan would pip Karun Nair
Yeah.
easily. Yeah, yeah. Unless they are retired hurt or something
Hmm.
magical happens for him, only then he can be looked for. The only reason I'm saying that he can be given one chance is because he performed very good in domestic. So management could think that okay, domestic में थोड़ा वो वाला condition है, तो let's test him against West Indies, a weaker team. That's
Yeah.
that's the last
I mean,
hanging
he's
by a thread
backup
वाला है.
batsman
Yeah,
in the team. Maybe not in the playing 11.
yeah, maybe, yeah, true.
Yeah.
But currently, I think Karun Nair age is around 33, 34. So
33, I think. Yeah.
30, 33, 34. So if the management is now looking for building a new team, so why not with the new talent like
Yeah, yeah.
Sarfaraz Khan? So and he didn't get any chance in Australia. He was performing well in India. I think he would have been more suitable for the English
English conditions, yeah.
condition as well as for the Indian condition.
Because
It's
English conditions were mostly road, so he could have piled runs here, maybe.
exactly.
Yeah,
But I don't know. That's a really question mark on the selection committe as well. Why
It
they miss?
would have
Anyways,
been
we know
difficult
the saga
choice.
of we know the saga of the Kohli and the Sharma.
Yeah.
What happened? So if they are looking for a new blood, then they should go with the Sarfaraz Khan.
But like the whole series, I was missing Kohli, and now I feel like, you know what, it's fine. Without Kohli, also we can manage a test team. Sure, our Shubman Gill has become the next Kohli, which everyone doubted. Like Shubman Gill has a very less average, and this series he just proved with 754 runs, which is like bizarre for a like series, and he broke all the records of Sunil Gavaskar and almost every other captain that led a series and made so many runs. So, what about Shubman Gill, guys? Do you really think that, as not as a captain, as a batsman, what do you think that is he the next Kohli, or is he the next superstar that India is like always going for, like Sachin, Kohli, now him? So, what do you guys think?
A supplementary question to you, just for the all the panelists over here.
Yeah.
With that, can you please compare the wickets given in this series to the previous series in the England? So, so that is also one that we should think when we are going to answer it. So,
Yeah.
over
Well,
to you
he
guys.
just missed the stat just a little with that. He missed out actually Sunil Gavaskar's record.
Yeah,
He's
Yeah.
yeah.
got 754. Sunil has still 774. Sunil Gavaskar still holds the record.
No, sir.
And I
He
think
has
no, no, and
754.
I think Gavaskar made it in 4 tests. No.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but Shuman scored 754 now, so
No,
he
no, he
crossed it.
couldn't break Sunil Gavaskar's.
That was that he
These
has
runs
the
are come
record as
back,
the
yeah.
captain, but Sunil Gavaskar has the
Highest
record as a player
cricket, but
still.
not overseas. Because Gavaskar is West Indies.
As a
Yeah,
captain, I think he.
yeah. As a
As a
captain,
captain, he did. Yeah.
Gill did it, but as a player, he's
Uh,
short of Gavaskar.
but like
I think
Gavaskar.
overall, yeah. So I think Gill, see, everybody calls him Prince, and we all know like he's the next big thing. And I think BCCI has a way to like maybe uh, it's kind of uh, without any kind of pre-planning, or maybe they plan these things, but after seeing some kind of performance, so you would see there are certain players who are treated like superstars. So Pant was given a lot those things after Dhoni's retirement. Actually saying that I didn't see a player that consistent for India in last many years since I started playing seeing cricket. I saw Sachin, but it was the last 5, 6, 7 years of him of a very long 24 years career. But yeah, Kohli I saw like from the first match till now, and there
Yeah,
were many
same.
people who were considered at par with him at different phases. Like Initially, there was Umar Akmal, then Babar Azam. Joe Root came before him. There was Alistair Cook, and also these are good in phases. Joe Root is definitely good in Test, even better. But overall, if we look at the performance of Virat Kohli, especially in ODI, like nobody matches him. So overall, in all formats, even Steve Smith is not that impactful in T20. Even though Kohli is not the best T20 batsman, but it's still better in the Fab Four. So overall, I think for Shubman Gill to be considered in that league of Sachin Tendulkar and I think his current competition should be more around the likes of Harry Brook, Yashasvi Jaiswal, Rachin Ravindra, and all. If he has a 10-year kind of play where he actually has overall 50 kind of hundreds and uh, uh, 20,000 around run in all three formats together, then maybe we can consider. But right now, it's not. It's kind of disrespectful for both the Kohli and Sachin to consider Gill in that league.
No, no, I'm
Is
saying
what I
like
would say.
he can be the next big thing that
It's
we
too
are.
early to say. I would say.
Also, Jaiswal
At
scored
least
100, so sure it's his first outing in England, so you can say that he has done well. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think maybe there are a lot of contentions like maybe Jaiswal, maybe Pant, maybe Gill. But I feel like Shubman Gill as a captain, he has matured and has taken a lot of responsibility. The GT captaincy helped him a bit, being under Nera, and he is a tactical genius. I feel like maybe he can be made a bowling coach and he can prepare some bowler, because Prashid Krishna and Siraj again both are GT bowlers, and somehow they were the ones who bailed us out of this test match. So I feel like somehow Nehra has this knack for like trusting his bowlers and getting the best out of his bowlers. Like even Rabada was not doing that well in T20, but this year he did really well, whatever matches he played. So somehow he just turned like a decent bowler to a very good bowler. So I feel like he can be made a bowling coach or something.
did you watch Vaibhav Suryavanshi's inning against GT?
Yeah, but that was like one of him, and he hit a lot of runs to Rashid Khan, and that Karim Jannat. Karim Jannat was gone for 30 runs in a over. So not our bowlers. Okay,
So magic will apply only for Indian bowlers.
yeah, and against at
Okay.
least foreign batters, right? So that's more important. But yeah, I mean, in a way, I feel like our batting is sorted. The bowling is the only field that we need. Even though the bowlers won us this series, but they are running out of fumes, and now even Bumrah is ruled out of Asia Cup. Not that it mattered, but we really don't know what's going on with Asia Cup. By the way,
I don't think there will be a Asia Cup.
Uh, BCCI agrees to it to have a matches.
No, I still
The
think that they
no,
will just pull out at the last moment.
I don't think so. The broadcaster put a lot money till 2031,
BCCI can pay them up.
and then
I don't think BCCI will pay back unless there is a huge backlash.
But
They
I
will.
don't think there is going to be, at least India Pakistan, there is not going to be India
maybe
Pakistan.
India won't play Pakistan. They'll play
Yeah, yeah,
others, and then whenever Pakistan comes, then we'll just forfeit and
Mm,
Pakistan
yeah,
game
yeah,
over.
yeah. That will be the most likely case. Yeah.
no, I think that the problem with this Asia Cup and these are ICC affiliated. So whenever this
No, Asia
ICC
Cup
Cups
isn't.
or
Asia
no
Cup
no
is BCC.
so yeah BCCI, but the thing is these are this they already honored or they already promised all this contract to the broadcaster, and broadcaster pay a lot of money, and they only get the money from the India Pakistan match. So that is like a big bonus. It's a big
True, true, true.
for
एशिया कप होता ही
event.
है इंडिया पाकिस्तान का मैच 3 बार
एग्जैक्टली
कराने के लिए.
Yeah,
सो
I mean,
3 बार
I mean,
कराने के लिए, सो
हाँ,
बायलैटरल सीरीज होती नहीं तो
भाई
उसका रिप्लेसमेंट ये है
एग्जैक्टली
डेफिनेटली.
उसमें दो ऐसे टीम को रख लेंगे जो कभी नहीं पहुंचने वाले हैं.
एग्जैक्टली
इनसे एक बार होगा और फिर फाइनल हो सकता है तो हो जाए
and this
वैसा
time
वाला.
we have
एग्जैक्टली
China
सो
as well somehow.
एग्जैक्टली या
सो वो चीज है. सो लुक, जैसे वो मैंने कहा ना कि WCN में पैसा नहीं था, इसलिए
हाँ
जैसे अभी हम लोग ये
ट्रू
जहाँ पैसे के कैलकुलेशंस और इक्वेशंस आ जाते हैं, फिर हाइब्रिड मॉडल आ जाएगा।
ट्रू ट्रू ट्रू
सब रास्ते निकाले जाते हैं उसमें
ट्रू
से। तो वेदर इट्स चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी हो गया या एशिया कप हो गया,
ट्रू ट्रू
अगर यही वुमेन्स कप होगा तो माइट बी दे से कि ओके वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू प्ले, बट इफ इट इज मेंस कप देयर इज अ मनी बिहाइंड इट,
जहाँ मनी
देयर
इन्वॉल्व
विल
है
बी।
वो होगा। ट्रू ट्रू।
बट
जस्ट जस्ट टू ऐड वन पॉइंट जो धीरज ने पहले पूछा था, आई वुड से कि 2021 वाला जो हमारा टूर था उसके पिचेस इससे हार्ड थे, और
Exactly.
2018 वाले के उससे भी हार्ड थे। तो आई वुड से कि कोहली का जो 593 था शायद, वो स्टिल बहुत बड़ा था, बहुत बड़ा, वो उसके
Yeah.
करियर का बेस्ट था। ये 750 रन्स ज़्यादा हैं, बट माइंड यू देर वर ओनली 2 इनिंग्स जहाँ पे थोड़ी सी बैटिंग डिफिकल्टी थी, इस टेस्ट के फर्स्ट इनिंग में और लॉर्ड्स के लास्ट इनिंग में, और दोनों में गिल नहीं चला। राइट, और दोनों में उसका वो वाला जो प्रॉब्लम है ना, उसने इस बार फिक्स किया है कि बैट और पैड के बीच गैप बहुत कम कर लिया है, सो दैट वो अंदर बोल्ड ना हो। लेकिन उसका वो अभी भी टेंटेटिवनेस थोड़ा सा है कि वो ना लेग में ऐसे ग्लांस करने जाता है कोई कोई बॉल, तो उसका सर गिर जाता है और वो आके पैड पे लग जाता है। थोड़ा सा उसमें और इम्प्रूवमेंट, ऑब्वियसली अगले इंग्लैंड टूर में वो और बेटर करेगा, बट आई वुड से कि अभी उस लेवल पे नहीं पहुंचा है, इज वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस।
एग्जैक्टली, सो द पॉइंट वाज दैट द पिचेस बहुत डिफरेंट है। सो
बहुत-
कोहली की इनिंग बहुत बढ़िया थी जो हम लोग लास्ट
वो
में।
अभी तक बेस्ट इंडियन इनिंग्स है इंग्लैंड में।
एग्जैक्टली,
तो
सो
फिर
वी
और
वी कैन
कोई
नॉट कंपेयर
टॉप ऑर्डर
कोहली
बैट्समैन
विद
क्यों नहीं कर पाया? वही क्यों कर पाया इतने रन्स?
सबने किया है ना, सबने 500-500 रन बनाया है।
नहीं, बट टॉप 5 में टॉप अगर
राहुल
मैं देखा तो
राहुल
सिर्फ
खेला है,
राहुल की
जडेजा और
300 है।
शुभमन गिल है।
के राहुल खेला है,
के राहुल,
आपका यशस्वी जायसवाल खेला है।
जायसवाल इज स्टिल ऑन
See,
आई थिंक
number
मैं
4 is the
400
मैं
रन्स।
easiest place.
मैं एक पॉइंट बोलूं, उससे ये खत्म हो जाएगा। 500 लोग 5 लोगों ने बनाया है। 2018 में कोहली ने 593 रन बनाया था, 350 से ऊपर बस उसी ने मारा था। दैट्स इट, माइक ड्रॉप।
There's another thing that can add to this, जो आपका वो जो सवाल है कि he is 574, so the number wise it looks a lot of difference.
True.
But as everyone is saying, everyone scored over 500, but if you look at it, only Joe Root is closer to it. So one thing that was everyone talking about was the new ball, and till the time it gets soft. So I'm not saying he's covering up going at 4, but playing at 1 is difficult. What Rahul did, even Brooke also got 19 more runs. It's like 6 people who got 500 runs in this series.
दैट प्रूव्स कि पिच इजी था। एंड
Yeah.
18 में 18 16 17 18 विजडन का या किसी का रिपोर्ट था कि बैटिंग करने के लिए सबसे हार्ड था जब कोहली का पीक था टेस्ट मैचेस में। 18 का स्पेशली टॉप ईयर था वो। 2018 में सबसे ज़्यादा स्विंग और सीम हुआ है 2018 में टेस्ट अक्रॉस ग्लोब।
बट इस बार ये भी हुआ ना कि लाइक इंग्लैंड वांटेड गेम्स टू गो टिल 5 days and
हाँ
they wanted to
डेफिनेटली इंग्लैंड का बेसबॉल चलता ही है
baseball
रोड पे, बस वो
and
तो
they even decreased the boundary lines so that there are more runs scored.
Fun.
So
सी एंडरसन मतलब शायद खुद ही छोड़ देता। वो लोग ये बेसबॉल खेलने में ये भूल जा रहे हैं कि उनको बॉलर्स भी खिलाने हैं, उनके करियर को वो बर्बाद कर रहे हैं। बिकॉज वो भी वही कर रहे हैं ना गंभीर वाला काम। गंभीर तो उनसे इन्फ्लुएंस हुआ लग रहा है कि बैटिंग भर लो, ऐसे बॉलर्स को लो जो थोड़ा बैटिंग कर लेते हैं। गुड, तुम 600 बनाओगे बट 600 खाओगे भी भाई, व्हाट्स द पॉइंट? तो आई डोंट नो, आई थिंक द इनएबिलिटी ऑफ देम ग्राइंडिंग इट आउट, उसके लिए उन्होंने बेसबॉल डिस्कवर किया था।
ये टैक्टिक्स ऑस्ट्रेलिया में नहीं चलने वाले,
नहीं चलने वाला है, वो 4-0 होने वाला है।
The fun fact will be with while we are talking about so much about the batting, everyone 500, most of the tests have been dictated by collapse. This test was dictated by the collapse. The one that we lost with Siraj on the last ball was a collapse that we did in 111 12 for 8. The first match was 2 innings collapse. So when you talk about, it's like a fun thing where we're talking about a series having so many 500, most of the matches are won by collapse.
बिकॉज हाई रिस्क बैटिंग भी कर रहे थे ना दोनों टीम, वो भी एक है। थोड़ा सा हम ही ऐसे थे जो ग्राइंड इट आउट धीरे धीरे खेल रहे थे। हम जो 70 ओवर बना रहे हैं उनको 40 में बनाना है। उनको ये समझ में ही नहीं आ रहा है कि इनके बॉलर्स को भी थकाना है, तो वो अपना बेसबॉल ही खेले जा रहे हैं। आई थिंक इस तरह से उन्होंने थोड़ा सा एडवांटेज हमारी तरफ कर दिया किसी किसी मैच में।
all right, so let's summarize and let's just everyone tell me, was this series the series of millennium? Because I really have never seen a series like
No.
this
No,
before.
definitely
At least
not.
I have
Century का भी नहीं
not.
था।
Which series were your favorites? Let's go one by one. Dhiraj, tell me which was the best
It's
series.
it's a India versus Australia series that happened when we won in Kolkata. That was a fantastic because that was the peak Australian team. Everyone
Which
was
year?
a legend.
2001
And
was
2001 or 2000, yeah,
one one.
something
Eden
like that.
Garden Miracle.
So
Dravid
and that
Lakshman.
Dravid Lakshman, and then we came back to the series. We won that series. That was the outstanding series from the Indian point of view. I
Yes,
really liked the 2005 Ashes also, yeah, Australia
yes,
versus England. That was
yes.
also very fantastic. But जस्ट थोड़ा सा हम लोग इंडिया से है तो वो थोड़ा सा झुकाव इंडिया की सीरीज की तरफ ज्यादा है बट दैट वाज आल्सो वेरी फैंटास्टिक सीरीज दैट आई रिमेंबर अपार्ट फ्रॉम उससे पहले हुए होंगे बट दिस
Hmm.
टू आई
That
आई
we have
लव्ड
seen that more.
यस
And Harsh, what about you?
Yeah, I would say not like the series of the millennium, or for like I don't think so. It had a lot of moments. I think it's a good recipe for looking at individual matches. If you
Hmm.
look at all the individual matches, some of them really have those kind of moments that you might want to look back again. The Jadeja one, the one in the with the Shubman's 249 and all. I don't think it's by far that series. To be very honest, I don't actually recall any of my favorite series. Maybe it will go down to the one with Gaba and everything. It had a good build up
Hmm.
from 36 all out to everything. But in general, I think this series had a lot of nail biting matches. Going each match till fifth day,
Hmm.
having such kind of things. I think this is something like a good eye catcher. Like if you have a film fair, I think this is not the best film, but it's like the popular choice award.
Yeah, good for broadcasters and everyone.
हाँ,
Yeah, it's the popular
गाबा,
choice award right now.
यस, गाबा और कोलकाता वाला दोनों टूर के बाद ये आ सकता है मेरे लिए। एंड एक एक चीज़ मैं कहना चाहूँगा, दूसरे टेस्ट के बाद केयूर ने पूछा था प्रेडिक्शन, मैंने किया था 2-2। मैंने बोला था लॉर्ड्स इंडिया हारेगी, मैनचेस्टर ड्रॉ होगा, ओवल इंडिया जीतेगी। एग्जैक्टली।
Yeah, nice. Great, great. We just have 1 minute left. Let's Mohammed,
Yeah.
come on. What
Yeah, I
about you?
think just to cut short, so I think for me, my first series which I watched was India Pakistan 2005. This actually had a special memory, and India won in Pakistan, so that was one of them.
Sevak.
Apart from India, South Africa won in Australia in 2008-9, and that was the first time people thought like they can beat Australia. So that's one of the big series, I would
Yes.
say. And then Gaba.
So, guys, that was our episode of Expert Expats. Please do like the video and do subscribe to the channel Cricketic, and we'll be coming up with even more series analysis of the future cricket games and much more. Till then, guys, thank you so much for watching, and do write in the comment section what do you think about the series, which series was your favorite or the most memorable one, and also do support the channel, do tell your friends and family about the podcast, and if you want to also participate or also pitch in the podcast, do mail us or do write us on our social media platforms. Our handles are written somewhere in the description. And yes, also we are starting a new segment where we can ask us, the experts, the questions. Ask Cricketic. You can tweet or you can also ask here in the comment section, and we will try to answer your questions very honestly and what we think about it, and very technically as well. So do ask your questions, and let's make a question answer podcast as well, one for the series and also for the future of test cricket in India. Till then, thank you so much guys for watching. Do subscribe to the channel, and bye, see you next time.